Hello, my dear, and welcome to a new episode of my SACRAL Connection podcast. Today is May the 1st, and we do celebrate Beltane, which is one of my favorite festivities in the wheel of the year. We are midway between spring and summer in the northern hemisphere and between autumn and winter in the southern. Here in the northern hemisphere, we do celebrate the sacred union, the sacred marriage between the feminine and the masculine. It is when these two energies, these two forces meet and melt together, and they truly start flirting and having sacred sex and creating life. That life that we will see sprouting and gloriously blooming in summer. So I want to talk to you a little further about this today, about the core essence of this union, which is pleasure. Before to do it, let me just remind you about my services. Of course, this podcast is a way to stay connected with me, to listen to my voice. It's a little part of my inner world that I feel truly honored to have the opportunity and the possibility to share with you. Of course, I do private readings, one-on-one private readings. I've also added a very juicy new offer, which is 1 hour sacral vocal oracle reading plus my customized talismans, which are a further oracle into your reading created by me through my unique intuitive art. So you will receive in your home a true piece of art. And I warmly encourage you to book your spot when you feel the need to go deeper on a topic that is truly dear to your heart, where you are seeking some clarity or more confidence or a divine guidance. All the links for my offerings are below the podcast that you are listening to right now. Also, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel when you are watching this from my YouTube, or otherwise to subscribe to my newsletter so that you can receive all updates about my offerings, about my new events, new videos, new fresh juicy content that I'm going to share with you for your growth, to support your ascension, and to encourage the alignment with the true source of life which dwells within you. In May, I will also start to share more art classes and also live gatherings. I am truly excited. I am truly excited to go through this, and I truly looking forward to meeting you there. So let's stay connected again through my social media. Make sure to be a friend on Facebook, to follow me on Instagram, to subscribe to my newsletter and to my YouTube channel so that you can know about these news as soon as I'm sharing them with you. Okay, said this, let's take a deep breath and let's dive deep into today's topic, which is the power of pleasure. And another one, inhale through your nose. And you exhale through your mouth. Another one, very deep. Make sure to feel your lower belly with a lot of love and to empty it by filling the world outside you with love again. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Once more. Hold it for a few seconds and release. And here we are, more centered in our body, more present in the here and now, feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more juicy, a little bit more warm than we were at the beginning of this sharing. So today I desire to talk to you about pleasure. I've been pondering about the topic for this podcast quite a lot during the week, and I was, considering a few different topics that were dear to me, but when today came and I realized I hadn't recorded the podcast yet, and I just focus on the here and now, I said, oh my goodness, May the 1st, it's here, Beltane, it's here, it's masculine and feminine, feminine and masculine, it's sacred marriage, it's pleasure, and I can't voice anything different than this. In fact, through this week, I went myself through a journey of exploration through pleasure. What do I desire? And my commitment has been to create at least 1 hour each day to dedicate to something that I truly love. It could have been self-pleasure, self-touch, but also something like writing my journal, painting, listening to my favorite music, allowing myself to dance with the music that I love, talking with someone dear, meeting a person who I love, and so on. So I invite you to, first of all, connect deeply with yourself, and you can start through touch of excuse me. I was so attuned with this. We can start through breathing. Breathing brings us back into our body, and I invite you, as you breathe, to move your attention down from your mouth through your heart and then in that sacred space, which is your lower belly. Whether you are a woman or a man, it is there that we hold, embrace, welcome sacral energy. And I'm so glad that, again, this podcast is named after that energy, sacral connection. This is our ritual, this is our weekly ritual to connect to this life force deep within us. So, in this space below the navel, in our lower belly, there we have a sacred laboratory. And in there, our tools are our desires. So I invite you to explore which are your desires. You can either write them down in a list. You can maybe voice them. You record your voice. Maybe you like to record a little video, or to go through some scrapbooking and collect images or words that have a particular meaning for you. All about pleasure. So what is it that you desire? Which are your desires? Which are the things that give you pleasure? What is pleasure for you? So through our ritual today, go through this pondering. Take a pause. Breathe deeply and slowly. Slow down. Relax. Sit down. Listen to yourself. and allow yourself to welcome pleasure in your life. How does your life change when you allow more pleasure into it? Art is a wonderful channel to allow more pleasure into our life as we work with sacral energy. So again, I invite you to stay connected with me, to have the opportunity to participate to my classes or my sacred gatherings so that we can work more on this creative energy. Also, what's important to enlighten today, it is that pleasure starts within us first, as all the things, as all the messages that I'm sharing with you, whether they are through my heart storming or through my high energy paintings or through my oracle readings. It all starts within us. So self-pleasure, it's vital. It is vital to explore who we are, what's important for us, and to truly become confident with these things. When we are confident with them, when we feel relaxed and totally shameless to connect to them, we can then share them with others. And in particular, I'm talking about with our partners. So you may be in a couple, in a stable relationship, you may be dating, or you may be just by your own. When you are by your own, your first and most important partner is yourself. So when you are in a couple or in a relationship or you are going through dating, then you can consider the other partner outside of yourself and start practicing in sharing your desires, your sexual desires, your intimate desires, your simple wants and needs. For example, you go out for a coffee and you'd like to be spoiled by your man. Just let's consider that he's going to, to move the chair for you so that you can sit comfortably, or to order the coffee, the drink, or whatever it is, or the meal for you, or to pay for you, wherever it is for you. You can voice it. But all this sharing of our desires and so of our pleasure comes first from a deep inner work. So again, I encourage you to go through this. You can journal, you can create some sacred space to simply get in contact with yourself, to that sacral part of yourself where your desires dwell. It is fine to have desires and consider desires as their guides. When a desire emerges from our depth, it is the sign and the encouragement that we have a certain path to walk, the path of that desire. So desires are our guides. They show us the way. They show us the pleasurable ways of life. So attune with pleasure. Again, what's pleasure for you? Do you feel that you deserve pleasure, that you are worthy of pleasure in your life? Or do you feel that you are not worthy enough to receive pleasure in your life, whether it is your daily life or your love relationship? Do you feel that to ask for something that it's pleasurable for you, it's kind of guilty? What it is for you? What does the word pleasure triggers within you? And how committed are you to welcome more pleasure in your life, to open up to more pleasure in your life. So again, the invitation and encouragement through this podcast today is to connect first of all with us, to truly create a ritual, to have a sacred space in your home or maybe in nature where you can go, feel safe, to be yourself and simply attune with your desires. Whether you want to go through some self-pleasure practices or a simple meditation to connect with your womb or with your prostate, whether in case you are a man, with your body. Connect, allow your desires to speak to you, welcome them in your life, and then be willing to nurture them so that you can have more and more materializations of them in your life. And then you can step to the other level, which is sharing, which is about being confident and happy and excited to share your desires with your partners. And I'm so curious to see, to witness what's going on for you when you share. Which is the response of your partner? And which is the response of your body, of yourself? Which feelings are you feeling? Which sensations are you sensing? Which emotions are flowing in your being as you voice your desires and as you open your arms to receiving the outcome of your asking. So the importance of pleasure through this podcast, the power of pleasure is the power to unleash our true essence in the world. First of all, in our own life, and then, of course, we expand the effect and we bring it out. And here we have amazing, this is amazing. Here we have our clue sign. Hope you heard it through the recording. It was a thunder, and I love this so much. This is my clue sign. Often when I record my videos, my podcasts, my readings, I receive clue signs from nature. So nature said, you said enough. You said everything that was needed to be voiced. And so let's celebrate this sharing and let's wrap it up here and now. So thank you so much for being with me for this third podcast of the series. I am truly happy to keep sharing part of my inner world with you. And I'm looking forward to reading your comments, to receiving your emails with your messages, and to connecting again with you. So have a blessed start of this new month. Have a joyful Beltane, celebrating first of all with you, then when you have the chance with a partner. And I recommend you to watch my latest oracle reading for the first decade of May as well, where you can receive a further message of guidance from the divine, again in my YouTube channel. So let's stay connected and we will meet heart to heart next time.